Over the past couple of years, the real estate industry has been going through significant changes to adapt to the growing expectations from sellers, buyers, landlords and tenants, not to mention the impact that recent changes to legislation is having in each state, which is making it harder to operate a real estate agency as we know it. And in addition to government influences, agents need to absorb the impact of the coronavirus pandemic, which is having devastating impacts to some agencies across Australia. Never before has it been as important for business owners to understand their metrics, their financials, their cash flow projections, their unique points of difference, and how they benchmark their business against other agencies either in their direct market or similar agency types throughout Australia. Recently, the Real Estate Resource Group, which is a not-for-profit referral network of businesses solely established to support and provide resources to agents across Australia and New Zealand, we invited Domonic Thompson, who's the head of residential real estate at Macquarie Bank, to present to the members and guests on a recent webinar and provide an in-depth assessment of the 2020 Real Estate Industry Pulse Check report, which is Macquarie Bank's benchmarking report. In this episode, Domonic talks about the importance of being resilient and adapting to change and the future of real estate. At the end of the episode, we will share with you the contact details of the members of the Real Estate Resource Group, so feel free to reach out to them directly if you have any pain points or struggles in your business that you need help with. And of course, if you'd like to reach out to Domonic or one of his team, or to chat to Macquarie Bank about the range of products that they have for real estate agencies, we've posted their contacts there also. Hope you enjoy it. Over to you, Domonic.
Thank you for that. Now, just bear with me while we navigate the process, which should be seamless, of sharing screen. So hopefully you can now see my screen. I can't see any videos of anyone. Excellent. Can I just get a yes if we can see the screen?
Absolutely. Yep, we can see you at the moment. You just probably need to go into display view and then you're ready to go.
Okay, so I should be... It says that I'm screen sharing. So can you see the PowerPoint presentation?
Yep. Yeah, we can see it, Domonic. Yep.
Awesome. Excellent. Thanks for that, Michael. Really appreciate the opportunity to join everyone today. I know I've got about half an hour to sort of 35 minutes to talk, and look, there's so much going on in this space. I could probably talk for 10 or 20 times that amount, given the number of topics that people have already touched on as part of the conversation already today. So I'll try and cover off on a number of different things, and I do want to leave some time at the end for Q&A. Certainly keen to share some of our more recent benchmarking. It's called Pulse Check for a reason this time round, because it's an abridged benchmark. A more comprehensive benchmarking comes to market typically every other cycle. We typically benchmark the industry every other year. So we've had about 6 runs of this over that 10-year period, Michael. So yeah, 2009, 2010 was the first iteration. And we do this because we're in such a privileged position. We bank over 2,000 agents across the country. Those agents typically have a growth mindset. And whilst we do clearly provide banking products and services to the industry, we sit in a very privileged position. The conversations and the insights that we get from our clients in the market more broadly. There's a lot of familiar faces, names and businesses on this link today. And I just think we've got a responsibility to give back to the industry as well. So touch on some benchmarking, I'll touch on some observations, and I'm really keen to talk about also high performance, as well as anything else that people want to talk through in some Q&A, hopefully that we'll get a chance to do at the end. So we've already touched on this backdrop that we're all navigating at the moment. And let's face it, pre-COVID, there was a transformational agenda already well and truly playing out within the industry. A few years ago now, we brought a lot of like-minded business owners together to talk about this backdrop, because we were having so many similar conversations in market, and we just wanted to bring everyone together to kind of look at a way to navigate the landscape. And everyone would be familiar with these drivers of change, the continued margin pressure, this increasing importance of CX and the customer experience. Yes, the legislative and regulatory background continues to evolve, but really this technological and automation drive was really starting to gain some traction, and that momentum certainly hasn't stopped. In fact, it's escalating at an unprecedented rate, and that will not change. It will only happen quicker. So with these new entrants and I don't want to talk about prop tech because people get a little bit hyped up around prop tech, but the ecosystem is evolving, and with that, there are more people looking to do business with your clients. So for anyone on the link who is running a real estate business, a lot of people are in the space wanting to do business with your clients, and I really encourage everyone to give that some consideration and think about what your business is about, what the vision and strategy is, and that'll be a critical component of the messaging that I'll get through today. So yes, you've got this transformational backdrop. What has COVID done? COVID really just accelerated all of this. Again, a couple of comments that were made early in the piece around people working remotely and some of the challenges and opportunities that brings about. So it's really accelerated this adoption and adaptation around technology and automation, flexible working, and I'm really actually quite buoyed by the positive hangover that will be post-COVID. Whenever we start to talk about a post-COVID sort of environment, there are a lot of positives. Don't get me wrong, there has been a lot of challenges, but I think what people are realizing is the benefits of technology, the benefits of automation, the productivity that can happen by working remotely. Again, don't get me wrong, it comes with its challenges, but we're now more open to thinking about how we do things and the fact that we can do things differently and still be as successful, as profitable, depending on how you all measure your own success. I guess is the caveat to that. So that's the backdrop. We're all familiar, but let's just revisit that. Let's just touch on benchmarking for the next few slides. And again, benchmarking is a great, it provides great insight. And I think, I've noticed over my tenure at Macquarie, just how well received our benchmarking is in market. It's not the only one. There are other people that provide benchmarking reports and insights, but I know it's highly regarded in the market. And as I said before, we take a great deal of responsibility in providing those insights back to share what's happening, help people relate and feel that they're not alone with some of the challenges that they're experiencing, and also try and help them with a framework by which to navigate that landscape and to deliver success for their business, however they perceive that. So what's the state of the industry? How are agencies performing? And how, more importantly, or equally as importantly for those interested, what does high performance look like?